Hey Squad, this is Woshi here, and I was recently informed that for the first time, one of my videos hit 1 million views. So I'd like to thank you all for getting that video to 1 million views. And the thing is, it's actually, it's one of my Go Animate Teletubbies videos that I produced in my earlier days of YouTube, right around the time when I was producing Color Elimination and Super Smash Character Elimination, of which Super Smash Character Elimination in itself was a mess. Just look at the character designs. It was something. But in any case, I think it's time that we took a trip down memory lane and rewatched the video that got to 1 million views. If you want to know what it was called, and I quote, Teletubbies Intro, Poe is the Missing Teletubby.
Bruh.
Case in point. Let's rewatch it.
Ah-hee. Ah-ha-ha-ha. Hey.
So I had to pause the video right here, but for the most part, it starts off fine. It's relative to the intro. The only problem I have with this is the sky, kind of, and the animation of the sun moving is a little slow, per se. I mean, it does stay in frame, but then it goes yellow. Oh, this is the part where the sky goes green. That just doesn't happen unless there's like a tornado or something. Not to mention the face it makes, it's confused. I'm pretty sure this does happen in the intro, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
Hey.
And then another flaw. It goes dark blue. Nope. That's not how it works.
Ah-ha-ha-ha.
And then it fades out, which is not accurate to the show, because the show, there's a little bit of an explosion when the sun makes that face, and then it flashes, per se. This one is just a fade. Another flaw with this video is that it's just the sky. There's no grass except for the bush. None.
Over the hills and far away.
Down, then zooms
Tell
in on the
Bubbies,
house.
come to play.
1, 2,
2.
3.
I don't think this scene is very bad. Well, at least not compared to the rest of the video. It's relatively accurate, per se. The only problem is the house doesn't have the hole in it that they jump out of, so they just kind of show up behind the house and then go in front of it. Another thing is, it's all sky. In the show, there was grass beyond it. It wasn't just the sky. There was also the windmill, if I remember correctly, but I was too lazy to put the windmill in. Then they look over and
4. 4.
I love how Poe just moves to the right instead of going straight up. I mean, I probably could have had her go up in this like an umbrella handle, but I didn't do that. So, oh well.
4
4-yay.
And it just pops up. That's not how it worked in the show. The letter's inflated, and then there was a line. I didn't really know how to do outlines for text at the time, so I just had the text.
Teletubbies.
And once again, fade, and they're walking on air. This was definitely a fever dream.
Time for Teletubbies. Time for Teletubbies.
Another thing I had to know is they're walking behind the voice trumpets when in the intro for the show itself, they walked in between the voice trumpets, if I remember correctly.
Time for Teletubbies. Time for Teletubbies.
Tinky Winky.
Tinky Winky.
Dipsy.
Dipsy.
La-la.
La.
Poe.
Poe.
Teletubbies.
Teletubbies.
Say hello.
This is another part that has some issues and also some that's relatively accurate. The part where they were dancing around is accurate to the show. What's not accurate is they just stay in place after that and do the pose. They actually run around the land. And then they show up in kind of a jump scare fashion and say hello. Obviously not hello because they have their own language for it per se, but you get the point?
AO.
A-O.
Ao.
Ew.
Tinky Winky. Dipsy.
Then they collide and laugh it off. In the actual show, they actually collide and then bounce off of each other a little bit.
La La. Po.
Again, same thing.
Teletubbies.
Teletubbies. Big rug.
That scene was not good. Where they just teleport. Yeah, very inaccurate. And then you can actually see the windmill, which doesn't look horrible. I mean, for at least Go Animate props, because I didn't use the actual windmill. I just used props to put it together.
Oh.
And then they run away in place while doing the same action.
Where have the Teletubbies gone?
Voice trumpet rises. And that's the end of the video. I mean, what did I think about it? I didn't think it was horrible. Now, is it better than the new content that I made? No, absolutely not. But then again, I did make this quite a while ago. I made it when I was 11. So I do understand why it would be lesser quality, because usually people tend to improve over time. And plus, not to mention the fact that I hadn't been using Go Animate for that long, so it had only been about 2 years. So I did get a little bit more experience, but wasn't a huge amount. Now, even going as far back as when the video was first uploaded, people have had things to say about it. There have been, I think, over 100 comments, which is kind of low, it feels like, for a video with 1 million views, but I'm not too judgmental. People don't have to comment. I'm not going to force them to, nor am I going to force them to like the video. I mean, the first comment literally reads, "Too many PBS Kids shows." I mean, I don't blame the commenter, not at all. I mean, I was a strange kid back then. I made this when I was 11. And then after that, there's a couple WTF comments. There's 2 in a row right here from 2016, maybe 2017. So yeah, people didn't really like this video. I mean, can I blame them? No. I mean, it's not the worst thing I've ever made. I used to make grounded videos, and those were absolutely atrocious. So then there's a cringe comment. Again, no blame. This is scarier than the original, to be honest. I mean, the Teletubbies, they're stick figures. It was simple drag and drop animation. Yeah, this was not the greatest thing that I've ever done. Why did you use a stop sign as the voice trumpet? Go Animate was pretty limited in the props that it had. At the time, I didn't want to have to export a voice trumpet prop into the system, which is why I used the stop signs. Was it lazy? Yeah, probably. There's a couple of other comments on here. Oh wow, someone thought this video was really funny. Yeah, this is a good video to laugh at, not to laugh with. I'm gonna be straight up right there. Someone said, best video ever. I appreciate your feedback, I really do, but I'm gonna have to disagree. This is not the greatest thing I've ever done. And then immediately after that is, you have a lot of mean comments, I'm very sorry for you. I appreciate your sentiment, but again, I understand where people are coming from. This was a while ago. Go Animate's the bad animation source. Just click and drag. That is technically the truth. You just take characters, you drag them into the software and drop them, then you click on them, make them do an action, maybe make them move, change the backgrounds, but that's kind of it. It's limited. It's drag and drop. And there's a number of WTF comments on here, and just I actually counted up the WTF comments on here, and I think there's 16 WTF comments, which I understand where people are coming from. This is not something that's for everyone. It was geared towards a much younger audience at the time that I produced it. Again, I was 11 when I produced this. I was 2 months away from turning 12. I wonder if people knew that it was just some dumb kid making videos on the internet. But in any case, that'll round it out for the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this trip down memory lane with me, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Woshi, over and out.